Hi everyone, this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this really easy cosmetic bag. The yellow bag on your right hand side has two different fabrics on the outside and the other two just have one. So you can make it either way that you want. So let's get started. You'll need the following supplies. The finished size of this is around 7.5 inches by 10 inches. If you want two different fabrics on the outside, your A fabric, cut it 5.5 inches by 11.5 inches, and your B fabric, cut it 4.5 inches by 11.5 inches. If you want just one fabric on the outside, cut two 9.5 inches by 11.5 inches. The lining is the same for both different styles of bags, two 9.5 inches by 11.5 inches. You'll also need heavy iron-on interfacing. I use the Pellon Craft Fuse number 808, but you can use any heavy interfacing that you want. And you'll need two pieces cut 9.5 inches by 11.5 inches and a zipper at least 10 inches or more long. Bring your two pieces of fabric for the outside, bring them front side together and line up the fabric on the raw edge. Then stitch 1/4 inch along each of these pieces. Then have the darkest fabric on top, doesn't matter which one, if it's the smaller one or the larger one. Place it on top, press your seams, then unfold the fabric, and you're going to press the seam towards the darkest fabric. And there you go. Have the back side of your fabric facing up. Take your heavy iron-on interfacing, and whichever is the shiny side is where the glue is. Place it on the back side of this fabric so the glue side is down from you, and you're going to do that on both of your sides here. Then take a plain cloth. I usually just take some old fabric that I have. Place it over the top and dampen it. I just keep a spray bottle by my ironing board and I just dampen it really good. Then hold it down for 12 to 15 seconds. Now, if you're not sure if your product is a different product, always read the instructions on the back for proper fusing. And then once you've held it in that place for so long, then you lift and then you just keep doing that until all of the surface is done. After fusing the interfacing on, I recommend you do a basting stitch close to the edge all the way around on both pieces, because sometimes when you're working with this, the interfacing has a tendency to pull apart at the edges. Have your fabric facing front side up. Take your zipper and place it front side down. Now I'm using this oversized zipper because I just recently went to a quilt and craft show and I was able to get these for 50 cents a piece. So I don't mind cutting this zipper down because it didn't cost much. Take your lining fabric, bring it front side down, and line up all of the edges along here. Go ahead and pin it all the way across. I'm going to use this combination zipper foot, piping foot, and it just makes it easier to stitch your zipper on and you don't get your foot getting caught in the zipper teeth. I would stitch about 1/8 of an inch away from the zipper teeth all the way down. Bring the lining to where your fabrics are now back sides together, and you can either finger press this, but I prefer to press, but try not to get the iron on top of the teeth. Then on this side, stitch real close to the edge right along here. Have the other side of your fabric front side up. Bring this piece front side down And line up your fabrics along the edges, going here as well as up along here. Take your other piece of lining fabric, bring it front side down, line it all up, and then go ahead and stitch right along here. Then pull both pieces out this way, and again either finger press or press along the edge, and then stitch real close to the edge right along here. This next step is very important. Unzip the zipper about a little more than halfway. Then cut each end of the zipper off. Now I have scissors marked zipper. I don't use my good scissors, so this is what I use to cut my zippers down, because this will ruin your good scissors. As you can see, it's a little stiff. And then, of course, go over to the other side. I'm going to turn it a little easier for me to reach. And cut this side. Bring your two front pieces together, and then bring the two lining pieces together. And you are looking at the back side of your fabric, and place pins around all of the edges, around all four edges. On the end where the zipper is not zipped, pull the zipper teeth both in the same direction. I have them pointing towards the lining side, and then pin close to it. On all four corners, you're going to draw a little box shape that's a 1.5 inch square. So I'm putting my 1.5 inch line going this way and going this way, right on the edge of the fabric, and just drawing right around it. Then cut it out and do it on all four corners. Stitch 1/4 inch seam around all four sides. On the lining side, leave an opening at the bottom large enough for your hand to go through. So you're only going to probably maybe stitch 1.5 inches down here. Make sure you back stitch on each side of this opening, and then of course continue stitching all the way around. At each corner, go to the seam on the bottom and finger press it open, and then along the side. Then pull the corner apart like this, bringing the seams together. So you're going to match those seams up. Place pins to hold. So here is my seam on one side. Here is the seam on the other side. Stitch 1/4 inch going across here. And again, do this on all four corners. Reach in through the hole in the bottom of the lining, and if you need to undo your zipper a little bit more, you should be able to reach inside there and undo it. Then go all the way to the bottom, grab a hold of it, and begin pulling it front side out. Then reach inside and poke at your corners on the fabric for the outside as well as your lining corners. At the bottom of the lining where the opening is, fold the edges inside 1/4 inch, then pin. Stitch close to the edge all the way across. Insert the lining into the bag. Then zip the bag closed. For more cosmetic bag projects and other types of tote bags, play this video until a green screen appears and then click on the links.
Here we go.
All right, you guys, let's do it right this time. This is take 3. If you like this video, click on thumbs up and then click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Click on the little bell and enter your email address. so you can receive email notifications about my latest video. If you're not receiving those notifications, go to your cell phone or iPad, click on settings, and turn notifications in the on position. This is Maria, this is Manny, this is Jamie. So glad you came to my sewing room. See you next time, and happy sewing!